Welcome to the Save Par Golf Podcast.
I was
Average
like,
golfers talk golf and things.
I was like, you know what that sound means, right?
I do. Honestly, for some reason, I was like, I don't wanted to let you read it, but I should have said it.
Yeah, no, you can't just assume I'm going to read.
I know, I can't.
Especially when I do the intros, I don't read anything.
I cut it really short though, obviously, because it's just us two. Good to see you.
Well,
but anyway, we're episode 163. Shoot us. I forgot to actually hit the
163, 162.
163.
Good Lord.
I know. You can't really see it from the TV, but look at that's kind of cool. Bernice got that. It's a golf theme for me. It's a frame TV, and I hit the off button.
Oh, but I'm like, what am I looking at?
Yeah,
I'm like
golf themed.
I thought you were talking about like the roses or like the speaker. I'm like, I got you the speaker.
You did the picture, but in any case, episode 163. Dom is here. I'm here. It's been a while. Feels great.
I'm always here.
You're always here. You are. You're always holding the fort down, which I appreciate. You've been doing a great job. But yeah, no, we don't really have a whole lot, but I have a couple little questions for you, and then we'll just kind of, like I said, go with the flow. So the first thing I want to ask you is how you been?
I got new glasses.
Got new glasses?
I did.
What brand? They look really nice though.
Etnia.
Okay.
From Barcelona.
Well, a quick little story on glasses. So
I'm gonna tell them that your dog demolished mine.
She's right there. She's out like a light right now. But yeah,
little gremlin.
One of my coworkers called her Little Tyson. Like Mike Tyson.
She's not that ferocious.
She's not, but she's
a little gremlin.
But she's a little punk. Anyway, so yeah, my dog chewed up Dom's glasses when she was a pup.
I went in and got my, I did the vision test and everything. They're like, do you know when the last time you got glasses was? And I'm like, the dog chewed them up.
Had been 3 years ago.
2021.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, that's the last time you got glasses. The last time I got sunglasses. So I've had the same sunglasses for years. They're Prada, and I love them. I actually got new lenses for them because I can't get rid of them. They're my emotional support glasses. 2019.
How should I put this? How good or how bad have your eyes improved?
We actually rolled back my prescription, so it's not as strong in these.
That's good.
Yeah, it's all my carrots.
Your eyes are getting better.
I know, it's all the carrots I'm eating.
I think that's a tall tale. Wise tale.
Fuck. Stop eating carrots.
But I love carrots. Cooked carrots. I'm not a.
Oh no, I can't eat them cooked.
No. So you just like raw.
Raw.
See, I'm the opposite. I mean, I can do it, but I prefer to eat cooked.
No, I don't like mushy carrots.
What if it's kind of like a crispy cooked carrot with the seasoning?
They taste different. I don't like that.
Okay.
It's like
that's okay.
It's like I don't like pea pods. I don't like the string.
Well, edamames.
Good.
I love it. I had some earlier today. It's like
the same reason I don't like oranges, because of the string.
The string. You don't like bananas either. That's for texture.
That's a textural thing.
Yeah.
But like you give me like peas or like a cooked well pea pod and some stir fry, I'm there.
I love peas too.
But yeah, I can't do
anything stringy.
Yeah, I think stringy. I don't like. How do I word this without sounding like a freak? You know how like you make well, you know how like you're like, okay, I got my crock pot, I got my big pot roast in there.
Ooh, pot roast is good.
I don't like when they cook the potatoes with the pot roast.
You like to cook the pot or cook the roast first for a while and then put the potatoes in?
No, I cook the potatoes separately.
Just all completely separate.
Yeah. Okay. Because to me, everything then tastes the same. And everyone's like, yeah, but it's good. I'm like, but I want my potatoes to taste like potatoes and not like potatoes.
I hear you.
So,
but yeah, I mean, if you're cooking it, I guess it's however you
yeah,
you prefer.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I've never like cooked carrots. It's not part of it's like they taste different. I don't like it.
Oh, they do definitely taste different. Yeah, for sure. Well, again, this is golf and things, and we haven't seen each other forever. It's like a reunion.
I did get new sunglasses.
You got new sunglasses?
Yeah.
What kind?
Ray-Bans.
Ray-Bans. Okay.
Yeah. So they're not as cool as my Prada ones.
Well, good. That's so because your eyes got better, does it get cheaper?
So this is the first time I've ever bought glasses because I'm not on my parents' insurance anymore.
So. And then the last ones were on me.
Half of them were on you.
Yeah, they were.
So I don't know what expensive is for glasses, to be totally honest.
It's probably like $300 to $500, probably, I'd imagine, right?
Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So I got my glasses, and then I had all the additives to the lenses, so like they're blue light, polarized, kind of the works. Because I'm always on my computer, my phone, tablet, whatever. And then I'm like, I don't really want to get rid of my old sunglasses because I feel like they're a part of me. They're in a lot of videos that I am in. So I got new lenses for those. And then I'm like, I kind of want new sunglasses so I can switch it up.
Gotcha.
So for all of that, and then obviously I got those polarized blue light, the works, UVA, UVB. All of that was like $800.
That's not bad then. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not.
Like for 2 pairs of glasses, pair of lenses. And then we found out my eye insurance isn't actually like, hey, you get this amount of money. It's like, hey, here's 20% off.
Okay.
So I had 20% off lenses. Pearl Vision is where I go to get my glasses done. Shout out the dude who helped me, Anthony.
Have you ever done contacts?
No, and I refuse to.
Okay.
So I got 20% off of my insurance, and then they had buy one, get one half off. And then I had coupons.
Dude,
so I had like $50 in coupons. So I was buying a set.
There you go.
So I got like $50 off on the coupons, buy one, get one, and then my 20% off stack. So
he ended up paying you after.
I wish. I feel like it was a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
You know?
Well, good. I'm happy for it.
That was like the most adulty thing I did.
Well, good.
Because I made
I'm glad you're. Yeah. They look good.
They're green.
I was gonna say they do it.
They're green
from a certain angle.
Yeah,
they look black from a certain angle, but
so the top's black.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the actual like frame.
But then that's green.
Mm-hmm. Like them. Nice.
They don't have the nose piece, which I'm getting used to. I wanted to be like you and get the clear ones.
Sure.
I can't do it.
I think you could.
The ones I tried, I didn't like. That doesn't mean there's not a frame.
Different frame. That's good.
Well, yeah, I couldn't do it.
Well, it's good to see you, my friend. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, so good to see you.
So we're gonna get going into what you want to talk about, but last week I was like, should I do one completely solo where it's just me talking for an hour?
Should have.
I thought about it, but then I'm like, what am I gonna talk about for an hour? And then I'm like, I can talk myself for an hour.
Totally non-golf related.
I thought about it. Just me ranting about stuff for like an hour.
Whatever you want. The platform is yours, dude.
Well, yeah, I do everything on it.
You do exactly. So you just like did something random.
I almost was like, fuck, I'll just talk for an hour. I didn't though. I thought it'd be a little crazy.
Next time.
I don't know. Ooh.
Okay, so this is kind of a cool story. You're familiar with Sunday Red Apparel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunday Red Apparel has its first official non-Tiger PGA Tour ambassador, which I thought that was kind of cool. His name is Carl, I believe, Phillips. I could be totally butchering that, but anyway, it's kind of cool.
Prodigy.
He was a child prodigy. He won the World Juniors at the age of 10. He went to Stanford because of Tiger.
Are we sure this isn't Tiger's like long lost?
This is literally, yeah. The guy was like obsessed with Tiger, and he like followed the same footsteps. And I believe he was from Australia, so he moved to the States, I believe. Anyway, so he was a Stanford champion. He was a Korn Ferry Rookie of the Year last year, and now he makes his professional PGA Tour debut this week in the Mexico Open. So, do you know of anyone that has any Sunday Red apparel? Because I know you're like a big Tiger fan, but
me, a big Tiger fan?
Yeah, I know you're not a big.
Oh, I thought you said.
So I'm just saying because like obviously Sunday Red it's Tiger's brand.
So there's a couple things I want, but then the prices scare me away. I saw this really nice, just like lightweight cashmere hoodie. I'm like, that thing like just looks comfortable. And then I clicked on it and I immediately clicked off of it.
Was it the one that was like $375 or something? Yeah, literally my note said the quality looks nice, but the price not so much.
Even just like the chain linked hoodie of just the logo.
It's like 150 or 1.
Yeah. And I'm like I've spent money on hoodies, like I have whether it's my East Side Golf, I have the TaylorMade Red Bull collab hoodie. That one was like 120. But it's like I kind of know what I'm getting into with those.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting into with Sunday. First of all, I hate that it's 3 words.
Yeah, it is kind of because just like Sunday Red, like you break like every time you like say it, it's like you just have to separate.
I have a hard time spending that amount of money on apparel. And if it's totally worth it, I'll spend the money. But $375 for a quote unquote cashmere hoodie is ridiculous, especially like with like the smallest metal tag on
Mhm.
it. I'm like, at least like make it branded so people know I'm wearing something that's $375.
For sure. No, I agree. Like, I'm definitely not knocking it because I haven't tried it, but same thing. It's like
It's
the price is just
it's something that like I would like to touch,
yeah.
and I think they did like a little pop-up store somewhere.
Like here locally.
No,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
no.
no, I think they've. Gosh, I saw
Like there was a
they
retail
did a couple
space
pop-ups. Yeah, I think you're right.
and they were kind of around Florida or places Tiger had like a connection to.
Sure.
But like I'd want to like touch it and feel it to be like, okay, that is like the nicest hoodie. Because for like $150, I'd kind of like to be wowed.
Yeah. And I'm also like not only like the touch feel, like I'm like I have to like try it on because I'm not one to like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like if it fits like a glove, I'm like, "Oh, this is it, then I could maybe justify it. But okay. So the follow-up question with that is if you got sponsored, what brands would you choose? We're talking from apparel, shoes, equipment. Do you want a food sponsor? Do you want a drink sponsor?
So
I want to
right
give us the
away.
full lay of the land here.
So I'm kind of picturing it like I'm gonna get like a bag with this company on it, right?
Yes.
Taco Bell.
Okay, I like that.
Give me the Taco Bell bag. You're probably gonna have what, like a Chipotle bag?
Probably something along those
I
lines.
figured.
Would you do like the old school like 90s Taco Bell
Damn
bag?
right.
That would be
I
sick.
want like the sunset vibes on my bag. That makes that. I love the new school with like the purple and everything. So I'm not against it. Um, for apparel, that's hard because I really like a lot of apparel companies that aren't like mainstream on
Sure.
tour, right? I think Malbin would be a cool one. I feel like that's the easy answer that everybody's gonna
Yeah.
go with. I'd probably
Especially like today. Like
I'm thinking about apparel I wear a lot of, and I wear a lot of Adidas.
okay.
So like a lot of the golf pants I wear are
Those are
Adidas
nice.
because they fit well, they stretch, you can wear them casually, they're water resistant. But I wear a lot of like different polos, so that one I'm struggling with. But
So maybe you could just leave that one open.
yeah,
So you could
kind
actually
of just wear what I want.
Kind of be a free agent.
Yeah.
I like it. So not, to go back to the Taco Bell bag though, how sick would that be if they like had so like you're playing, around,
Yeah.
right? So you're there for
I want a Baja Blast holder.
that, and what if they just had like a instead of like a cold frozen pouch,
A heated
they
one.
have a heated pouch.
Get my taco in there.
Yeah,
Wouldn't even
sick actually.
Actually, you could probably keep warm stuff in the cool one. It probably would work the same as like a cooler because you can keep hot stuff in a
That's
cooler.
true. Yeah, yeah. Just keep it good,
I have that Sunday bag that has one of those. I should try it.
dude. We should.
My Sunday bag still has the tags on it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Nice. I think that'd be really cool.
Fuck, genius.
Heard for Taco Bell too.
Taco Bell.
There's also like unzip and there's just a freaking
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Crunchwrap Supreme. Yeah.
Okay, so if we're talking apparel, will be a free agent.
Yeah. Shoes?
Probably a free agent.
Yeah.
Mainly because like I wear a lot of like the Jordan stuff, but then I also find myself wearing a lot of like the True Links. I just ordered a pair of the Ultra Boost golf shoes because Adidas has those.
They have some really comfy shoes.
Well, they have those dumb cheap right now. I got them for $90.
Really? Yeah, because they're like two something.
200.
Yeah.
200 new and they're not waterproof. But I'm like, well, for $90, fuck
Can't
it.
go wrong.
I'll give it a shot. So like I wear a lot of different shoes for that. I think clubs, I'd probably go straight Cobra.
Okay.
My irons have always been Cobra. My driver right now is Callaway, but everything else in my bag is Cobra for the most part. Freewood currently is Cobra. My 4-irons Mizuno.
What if it was a straight Taco Bell and they just private labeled all your irons?
Who makes the irons?
That is whoever, but it's just like it's got like the Taco Bell like.
Oh fuck it, Taco Bell. What are we talking?
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
Yeah, you could just it's like private labeled
Yeah, it'd be like Costco.
Costco brand, but with all Taco Bell.
Did anybody ever figure out who makes Costco's clubs?
I'm sure somebody has, but I haven't really dug into it.
Oh, I'm sure it's a reputable brand
For sure.
Yeah, my bag would be Taco Bell. Clubs would probably be Cobra. Ball. I actually really like the Wilson balls.
Okay.
Whatever their pro snap stuff is.
Yep.
I like those. They spin well. They're not the hardest thing ever, so they get scuffed easily. But like, I feel like it's a good ball. Especially since I'm not like a tailor-made TP5X.
I like those golf balls, but they are very expensive.
Yeah. Although I guess if I'm sponsored by them, it's free. But
That is true.
I said my gut. We're going Wilson. I
So
like I
what-
like the pro staff.
What about for like a drink? Doesn't have to be like alcoholic. I mean, you
Well,
could do the Baja
it's
Blast.
gonna be alcoholic.
Okay.
Who are you talking to?
Well, I was saying because you said the Baja Blast, so I'm like, you could be like,
Well, you can make Baja Blast alcoholic.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, you can put some tequila
what are
in
you
there.
thinking on that?
Oh, Nooners.
Nooners. We knew that.
Duh.
Yeah, for
Give
sure.
me give me a Nooner sponsorship. What else could?
Or a Nooner bag too would be sick.
No, I want a Taco Bell bag. Just because I think the colors would be cool. It'd be so different on tour. Because I think Tiger isn't. Does he have like a monster bag?
Mhm.
And it's just boring ass black. Imagine a Taco Bell bag. You're like that dude parties.
That would be sick.
It'd be like the bag from Caddyshack.
Yeah, it's got
It's got everything in it.
little.
Would that be like you go up to like random people? Hey, you want some Baja?
Like that's what I'm saying. You just hand out random tacos to people that are just like in this freaking pouch.
You'd be like, do you want a Dorito one? Do you want a
Yeah. What do you want?
do you want a Supreme?
You want a number 2? Here we go.
Yeah.
You want number 3? Do you know what a number 1 or 2 or 3 is on
No.
the menu?
No,
I don't either because I don't.
I know you don't go to Taco Bell.
It's been a while.
I'm going later.
Order for me too.
Okay, don't twist my arm. Can you have different irons from your putter?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's been several people that there's a lot of people that have like a specific irons, even wedges.
Oh, I guess Tiger's on TaylorMade, but it doesn't.
Yeah, he was using, obviously he's had the Scotty Cameron for a long time.
Yeah.
He was using so people can use different putters.
The putter for me would be hard because I really like Ping, but I've been money with this damn Mizuno putter I've had. Yeah, I don't know. My bag's almost always mixed. It's never been one brand. I don't like when people do that. Like I have buddies that are only TaylorMade, so like everything in their bag is TaylorMade.
Sure.
Even their bag is TaylorMade. I'm like, it's kind of like so in college I took economics. It's kind of like specialization, right? Like just because they make everything doesn't mean every company makes everything well. You know, how many people do you know that run around with Cobra wedges?
Yeah, not too many.
And I'm sure they're fine wedges, but it's like, you know, when you look at a Vokey.
I do have the old Cobra trusty rusty.
Yeah, wedge, but you look like a Vokey and you're like, that's all Vokey does, or wedges, or you know, even Callaway to some extent. So it's like I've always enjoyed a mixed bag.
I like too, like going back with like Cleveland. Cleveland has all sorts of
other
clubs,
one,
but their wedges that's kind of what they're known for. But
that's the other one I couldn't think of. It's like like the wedges from Cleveland and you know Titleist with their Vokey stuff is probably like to me those are like top 1 and 2.
Sure.
I
would agree.
So it's like it's hard for me to be like, yeah, I can only commit to one.
Okay.
What
Is there anything else that we're missing as far as sponsorships?
I mean, people are sponsored by all sorts of weird companies that I wouldn't think you could be sponsored by.
That is true. Well, you could technically get a sponsor like, on your golf bag. So there's like
that's
a brand
fair.
or a company that you'd like that has nothing to do with anything that you're like, I really like. I'd like to throw that on my bag.
Porsche.
That would be sick.
That'd be sick.
That would be really cool.
Give me the Porsche logo. I guess
on a Taco Bell bag.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. And I'm gonna roll through Taco Bell with my fucking Porsche.
With your big check in the bag?
Yeah.
Just give me one of those big checks.
And the worst part is like I hate convertibles. So like I'd have to get a convertible.
Yeah, to get the big check in.
But like, listen, if I can go to Taco Bell with my GT3 RS, you better believe I'm gonna go with my GT3 RS.
That'd be so sick.
Although I could take Chaz's 911 Turbo S. He said he'd let me drive it.
There you go.
Which is scary.
That is.
I think the caveat is he'd be with me.
Yeah.
But I'm driving.
Still kind of scary. Yeah.
But yeah, probably a Porsche. I think some guys get sponsored by watches, don't they?
Yeah. I love watches.
So like, isn't Rory like with Omega?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd want like AP, Artema.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Bubba is sponsored by them, but Bubba wears a lot of the.
Yeah, it's his watches. I think like
his APs.
I think it's either like over $500,000 or it's in the millions. That white watch that he has.
He's got a pink one.
He's got a couple.
He's got a pink one. Yeah, I guess that's what I would do. What would you do?
I like that. Let's see. Apparel, kind of the same thing. I think Malbon would be a cool thing. But again, I feel like that's kind of
I feel like there's just so many, especially like with how with what we're doing. There's so many companies that aren't on tour that I'm like, ah, that's so cool.
Yeah, for sure. So I think I'd probably do the free agent thing on that. As far as shoes, I think it would be. I mean, obviously a huge Jordan fan. I think just being part of the Jordan family, I
Yeah.
think it would probably be the way to go. I mean, yeah, there are so many other cool brands out there.
Would you rather do Jordan or Nike?
So
Because I mean, technically Jordan is
yeah,
part
it's
of-
kind of, yeah. Nike is they're coming back, right? They have a new CEO. So like Nike
it's
clothing and apparel.
actually a former CEO they had.
Yeah, he came back.
I don't think Nike's coming back.
I mean, they did some like appearances at the PGA show. Whether or not
I have
they're
issues
gonna-
with Nike.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I would rather be part of the Jordan family.
Yeah. I guess for me, like Nike's stocks are plummeting and they brought back a CEO that is known to recycle ideas versus come up with new ideas.
For sure.
We were talking about in the group chat the other day. Everyone's like, "Oh man, look at these shoes coming out." I'm like, I refuse to spend $200 on a pair of Jordan 1s that has been recycled 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come up with something fresh and then we'll talk. But I feel like Nike's no longer that company that innovates like they used to, or people think they innovate. And granted, it's still a $1 billion company. Your stocks can fall and you'll be okay. But
Yeah.
when you see a giant that is Nike report loss after loss after loss, you're like, well, something is changing.
For sure. Went down the road too. All right, I'm good. I agree with you. But I would like Adidas with the AE1 lows. I think is such a great shoe.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that.
No. I know. No, I'm saying like I'll transition on a later question. I was gonna say if you could flip a sports shoe or a shoe into a golf shoe,
yeah,
what would it be? But
I've wanted to reach out to Govern a few times to see if anybody's done soul swaps with AE1.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any.
It'd be kind of cool. It'd be really interesting how they would turn out.
Yeah.
But so anyway, sorry.
Ooh, so another one, not to get super sidetracked, but the new Harden would be a sick golf shoe.
Like the gold silver looking one.
I've only seen the silver and red.
Okay.
Which reminds me of like the Silver Bullet 97s.
I'm not a big Harden shoe fan, but
these new ones are nice.
Pretty sick. Yeah. They're new, but like the reason why I brought that up was because of the Nike kind of not doing new stuff, and Adidas is doing
good stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I'd probably be part of the Jordan family when it comes to golf shoes equipment. I've always liked Cobra. The one driver that I think I would switch to, and I don't know about the iron. Well, I've tried the irons before too. I think Ping. I really enjoy the Ping driver.
Yeah.
It's long. I love the sound. And it's been very consistent for me as far as like straight off the tee. So if I was going to invest in a new club or a new set, it would probably go Ping, which is strange because Ping's not a super popular.
Yeah.
I mean, they are, but they're not like on the tour.
Yeah.
I mean, what is Ping?
Yeah.
Right?
I've never hit anything Ping other than like my putters. If you said, Dom, you have to go one company only, it's probably Ping.
Yeah.
Like everybody raves about their drivers, everybody raves about their irons. I don't really hear anything about their wedges. But again, you just get different wedges, and then like their putters are top notch. Aren't Ping and Odyssey connected?
They might be now. I don't think they are, but I know Ping like is kind of had the original like footprint on the putter back in the day.
Yeah, because obviously the Answer's been around forever.
Yeah, I could have. I don't know if Ping and Odyssey are together.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but I think Odyssey's with somebody.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I will say I've hit I've hit their irons at different courses. So like when I've rented clubs before, like Arizona and stuff, like I was so surprised with how well they felt. So I think that's what I would go with as far as equipment. Food, I like yours with the Taco Bell theme. I think the Chipotle would be a great sponsor, especially like being able to probably have free Chipotle for as long as that sponsors. I mean, I would make sure that that's included in that deal.
I'm sure they'd give you like a gold card
for sure. So I think that's probably what I'd be most excited about, being able to have that.
Callaway owns Odyssey.
Okay, that sounds right.
That's what it is. I knew they were owned by somebody. Yeah, I had to Google it. Check myself.
So the Chipotle would be really cool. I don't know if I'd have like a full on like Chipotle printed bag. So like it looks like an actual like burrito.
So I have an idea. We could give you a silver bag that looks like it's crinkled up tinfoil, like the burrito wrapper,
and then just put like Chipotle.
Or Or your bag would look like a Chipotle bag.
That would be sick too.
It could be brown. You'd have all the writing, but then maybe the
Like
writing
on the
could
side,
be
it'd have
yeah. Yeah,
yes.
but then like maybe the writing would be other sponsors you have, and then it would just have Chipotle where you'd put like the big pouch. You know what I mean?
I like it. To have just like a nice pouch for my burrito. Normally I'm a bowl guy, but burrito, obviously, when you're golfing,
Oh, it's so much easier in a bowl.
for sure. I like that. Drink. Mm, I don't know. I'm like, for me, like I drink after the golf, so I don't really have something that I probably promote.
Oh, I
Of
drink
course,
before, during, and after.
but it'd probably be some sort of,
You know,
I'd probably say some sort of like sports drink.
or you could do La Cheve and get free Los Calferos beer for life.
Dude, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that.
That's what I'm saying. And now we're in Ralph and Earl's good graces.
Yes.
And Hector and Sergio can't forget about
Free
those
beer
two.
is the best beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, that's a good ass beer.
Yeah.
But yes, free beer is good beer. Unless it's a free IPA, I'm not drinking it.
For me, that's where it's at. Okay, so transitioning to this next question. So maybe this is a dumb idea, maybe it's not. But what if the PGA or Live put on a jersey themed golf tournament? So you could pick the design, but it would have like the tournament name on the fronts, and you could design it however you'd like, and then it would have your number you're choosing and your last name on the back. Thoughts? And if so, like if you're playing, what jersey type would you pick? What color theme or team theme would you choose?
So I definitely do a hockey jersey.
That'd be sweet.
Just because I think it'd be the easiest to swing in.
That's what I was trying to think of. Like, okay, like if it was really hot, a basketball jersey wouldn't be bad because it's cut off.
Yeah, but I feel like that could dig sometimes, maybe.
Especially if it is hot. You get that
And then
shade cooking.
and then obviously it gets cold here, and now you're freezing. Where at least the hockey jersey, it's baggy enough to get some airflow. You can swing easily. Plus, it's a hockey jersey.
And, I mean, Happy was in this Boston Bruins jersey, and he played just fine.
Yeah, but we don't talk about the Bruins.
Well, yeah, that's true. I just get more or less reference.
Was it a Bruins or a Penguins?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a Bruins. Let's fact check that though.
Because it's definitely black and yellow.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it is Boston Bruins.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh,
Well, that's obviously not him.
yeah. I guess because I was sitting there. I'm like, I don't remember it having the Bruins logo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it definitely has the Bruins logo.
But you're right. It was black and yellow.
Okay, so yeah, I would do a hockey jersey.
Okay.
Where's the event being held?
That's your choice.
So one of my favorite hockey jerseys is the throwback Arizona Coyotes.
That's a sick one.
Even
We
though-
had these. I like
I
that
know.
one we talked about.
Even though the Coyotes aren't around anymore.
It's Utah now, right?
Yeah.
It's the team that's
They don't have a name
They don't.
because
they're the Utah City
Hockey
Hockey
Club.
Club. Yeah,
well, they were going to be the Yetis, and then Yetis like you can't do
can't
that.
do that. Yeah.
So now they have like a whole thing going on. So I'd probably do something purple and then like a dark green because I love that color. I don't know. That's a hard one, but it definitely would have my name on the back. Big 69.
I was gonna say what number?
69. So my favorite number is 18, but I didn't want to copy Happy Gilmore's. So we were just talking about it because he's 18.
Mm-hmm.
Actually no, let's do 97. Because it's a weird number.
It's a good hockey number though.
Well,
like
it's Kirill Kaprizov
it is,
too.
but it's like those higher numbers too.
Yeah, like I feel like it's kind of like a weird number that I'm always drawn to. So let's do 97.
Okay.
Purple and like dark green. Maybe I'll have some trees on it to represent Minnesota. And it's gonna have like a nooner pocket.
There you go.
There we go. It's gonna have the fight strap too.
The fight strap.
Yeah. It's gonna have one of those.
So
when I beat Bob Barker's ass, the jersey doesn't fly out.
I was trying to think of a cool jersey. I mean, there's so many cool jerseys, but we had this conversation about the Timberwolves old school jersey with the trees.
Yeah.
Like it would be kind of
Grunge collar.
It'd be kind of cool to see a hockey jersey like that, all black with the green or blue.
The white one slept on.
White one's sweet too. But all three of those are the different colorways with the trees on them are just so clean.
Well, yeah, I feel like everybody only talks about the white or the blue and the black.
Mm-hmm.
The white one was money.
It was really nice. So I think I would go that route, but I would put it into probably a hockey style jersey as well. 23, the number for sure. Otherwise, 89 would be sick just for like birth year on a hockey
Well,
jersey.
I was born in 97.
Well, there you go.
That's
That's
kind of why I
definitely
said
okay.
97. But it is kind of one of those numbers where you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That or like 51. I feel like it's a weird one. What's another weird one?
Mm,
I feel like 61 is a little awkward.
I feel like anything like in the 60s would be more like football player style.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be kind of cool to do something like that. I feel like that style of tournament would be really great for the Waste Management Open.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you see them like sometimes wear jerseys as
Yeah.
part of the like they're like during the like the pro-ams and such.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be kind of cool to see like an actual like jersey format. And not only that, it'd be kind of cool to see like, going back to like
I feel like a cool like PGA like authentic.
yeah, and like, a team sport, right? So you want to buy a team jersey. Well, you could buy a team jersey for a golfer.
Well, then you'd have to do live because PGA wouldn't do teams.
Yeah. So that was a great segue to the live golf. So live golf has a team format, obviously, which I do like. So there's 12 teams.
Mhm.
Live owns 75% of each team, while the team captain of each team owns 25% of the team. So there's been like conversations, and I'm very intrigued by this because I think so many people would love to be like part of a team, right? I think like every major sport is.
Why are you looking at Ludwig?
Oh, I was because he had just won the tournament last week and he's just a stud. But
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
I didn't know it was a tournament last week.
yep. The Tiger Woods tournament. He didn't play in it because his mom passed away. But yeah. So anyway, so there's been interest in live golf teams. So you can technically
the Genesis.
Yes. Yep.
The Tiger Woods tournament.
I was trying to think
Genesis
because they also had it at Torrey because of the fire. It's normally at Riviera.
Oh, that's right.
Torrey.
That's why I didn't correlate it.
Mm-hmm.
Riviera burned down?
It didn't burn down, but there was a lot of damage over in that area, so they decided to push it. So
not a bad idea.
But anyway, there's been interest in live golf teams. So I had kind of just looked it up, as far as does anybody own teams besides people that are involved with live. So there was Bubba Watson had mentioned there was like 10 to 20 people that have tried to buy live, like his team. Dustin Johnson said there's been people that wanted to buy 4 Aces, blah, blah, blah.
So time about Dustin Johnson.
Yeah.
Do you think, who the fuck were his golf clubs?
TaylorMade, he just parted ways.
Yeah, so do you think they dropped him or do you think they're like, wow, you're fucking ass and just left?
I'm sure it's probably some sort of mutual agreement.
I feel like it's never mutual though, because you're giving up money. It's like a breakup.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever mutually break up. Somebody's heartbroken.
Somebody is.
She just ran away.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm also intrigued to see who he signs with. There was talks about him going to Cobra.
Would you be surprised if he retired?
Dustin?
Yeah.
I mean, because he's in live, I feel like you're only playing such a handful amount of tournaments. I feel like.
Yeah, but also I feel like he doesn't really have anything left to prove.
No, if he still enjoys it, I mean, yeah, I think he would still play, but it's hard to say.
I guess
he's I think team captain of.
I guess I wouldn't be surprised if he hung it up, hang out with Paulina full time and fish.
You have a couple kids, so yeah. I mean, it's not a bad question. So anyway, there hasn't been anyone that actually is like personally bought into any of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
What if we created a golf league where there was team formats, but the general public could buy into a team, and it wasn't necessarily professional golfers. Mm-hmm. It was like the average Joe golfer like us. So we assemble a team of 4 to 6 players.
Okay.
And essentially, because who doesn't want to be like part of something, like ownership of something, right?
Mm-hmm. So would you own your own team and I'd own my own team, or would we be on a team? We'd be Team Safe Par.
Yep. And then so like kind of going back to like we would own like 70% of the team, and then we would put up a you could buy into 30%. So if somebody wanted to buy into 30% of the team, they could own 30% of the team.
So are we constructing who would we want on our team?
We could, so we could do it like draft style.
Because I kind of thought about this earlier, and obviously I didn't see these, but I was thinking, I'm like, God, if we play on a team, who would be on my team? So obviously you. But then I'm thinking, I'm like, well, who's the best golfers that I have witnessed playing?
So you could think that way, or you could think about like who would be like the funniest.
So I thought about that too.
Okay.
So obviously it's me and you.
Yeah.
How many other guys we picking?
I think we could do 6 because it'd be like 4 people like playing, and then we could rotate.
So obviously the first guy came to my mind. So we need sexy lefty. We need Brendan.
Duff Daddy.
So we need Duff Daddy.
Okay.
Ralph fucking rips the cover off the golf ball.
Yep. He's
we need Ralph.
Yep.
Then hear me out. Sleeper pick. Jesse, Stogies and Bogies.
We could have him on there.
We need tall, sweet swinging Jesse. Did you see him being roasted by those guys who roast people as their team now?
Oh, the Country Club.
No, yeah, I didn't. So they've roasted Jesse twice, and he walks back up and they go, this guy again, and he fucking tees off on him.
I didn't see that. No.
So we're doing Jesse.
Okay.
And then we need comedic relief, right?
Yep.
Lalo.
I like.
So basically, it's 3 white dudes and 3 Mexican dudes. Taco Bell.
Diverse team.
Taco Bell. We're team Taco.
Team TV. So,
that like if it's up to me, I'm doing those 4.
Okay.
Because in a team, I'm thinking of it as a team. One of us is getting that ball down there.
Right.
And if it's not me, you, Ralph, it's probably Jesse or Brendan, and Lalo can just poke one.
I like it. And so kind of like piggyback off that. If we had ownership in this team, so like obviously the team itself with the 70% of this team, right? And then the other 30% is we put up for stake for people to buy into. But we can let the fans kind of decide on things that we want to do. So
interesting.
So
is it one of those things where it's like, hey, hit into Ralph?
No, not necessarily like that, but like, hey, take that guy. Yeah. No, but more or less like, they can kind of control like we want to assemble this team today.
Oh,
and then like maybe they help with like doing brand sponsors.
Got it. So all that kind of stuff. It's not like, hey, you're controlling me and where to hit. It's hey, you can.
It's not like a video game, but in a sense that they're being able to like, hey, we have opportunity to help you grow with your brand sponsorships. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I thought it was just kind of unique. There's that stupid football league that was like last
fan controlled. Yeah,
which.
That was a couple of years ago.
It was a couple of years ago.
I think Johnny Manziel played in it.
He did, yeah. And I mean, the concept was kind of cool, but overall, I think it was a failed thing.
There's a lot of cool concepts people bring, but I always feel like they never have the full plan thought out.
For sure. But I'm thinking like, how can we get like the average Joe person to like want to be a part of a team, but at the same time, like be able to afford it? Because no one's going to be able to afford buying a live team unless you're going to be buying it with an equity group or
kind of picture this being like streamed like on Twitch.
That's kind of like
then it's like, oh man, you donate $10, you get a name.
That's what I'm saying. So like essentially like you could have like locations. So like we're maybe the Minnesota team or Midwest team, or we're not really because we're all over the map. But you know what I'm saying?
I don't know enough people here to make a team.
No, but yeah, okay. I'm just saying like we could assemble a team, but wherever. So it'd be kind of something like, you could stream it on like a YouTube, but it's more or less like these average Joes that are hacking, playing golf.
Yeah.
But it's, like they're not bad, but they also have
we could make like money lines and like sports bet it too and go full on degenerates.
That's what I'm saying. I think it'd be kind of cool.
And then there'd be me
behind it.
And there's me who's like betting on myself.
They're just sending Dom Venmo of like here's for Taco Bell.
I'd bet on
his investment.
I'd bet on myself and get caught and kicked out.
Yes. You could, what's his name? Pete Rose.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. Or
it was 6, now it's 5.
Yeah. Where'd Dom go? He was betting on himself.
He's betting on himself
to shank everything, and he did it,
I'm sure there is something like that already out there, but I was just thinking, so there's a new fight league and it's called the Global Fight League, and some people are like, it's probably not going to work, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, they kind of do the same thing. It's where they're actually real fighters. Some of them are former MMA or UFC fighters, but there's like 6 different regions. and that's what they do. It's like a team UFC or team MMA fight, and it's just a cool concept where you can be a. Not, I'm saying like we personally couldn't buy into this because it's going to be really expensive, but
Well, we don't know that. Have you checked?
yeah, I mean these investors will have millions of dollars.
So not
It's
thousands?
huge. No, there's a lot of like big name fighters on this, but
Have you seen that slapping thing?
yeah, that's owned by the U. Yeah, no, I can't do it. I love UFC. I'm a huge MMA fan, but I'm not into that.
I've watched clips and I'm like, good Lord. And then have you seen like that bare knuckle fighting?
That's
crazy.
There's a guy that's actually a world champion. He lives here in Minneapolis.
Paige Van Zandt does it too. She got her shit rocked.
She just signed with the Global Fight League.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So their concept is we're all about like not followers but influencers, but also people that are so like they also have like really big names that are like
that makes sense for her because at this point she's more of an influencer.
So like it's like they know that some of these big name retired UFC fighters, but they're putting them up against one another. It's not like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Okay.
It's like they're both like actually like the same age. And
like
same, yeah. So they're probably past their prime, but people would still want to see it. So,
yeah,
it's a different concept. I mean, again, I don't know if they know that they're not trying to compete with the UFC. UFC
it's their own thing.
It's their own thing. Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to compete with the UFC.
They've done such a good job that it's really hard to, compete. But I'm like, dude, who wouldn't want to? People already like to see YouTube streamers.
Wasn't one UFC fighter like a Nazi?
He was what?
Wasn't he a Nazi?
No, you're probably thinking of Bryce Mitchell, and he made some comments or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the comments were.
I mean, bad enough for Dana White to be like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I don't know specifically, but
I don't know. I'm afraid to Google that stuff, and then I get like, "But yeah,
hell yeah, like, this guy,
yeah." Whoa.
So that was kind of my main topic because I was like, I think it'd be kind of cool to assemble a team.
Yeah,
get some other teams that are whether it's locally or wherever, and be like, hey,
who would your four be?
So I would go with 6, like I said, but 4 playing. I like those picks. I think we got to have. This is where it gets kind of dicey because like I feel like we have so many like close connections where like we could have like a really good team.
Yeah.
So like you got to throw in 4 bros out there.
Do we have to? No, I'm just playing.
But I think like if we like could like rotate it, so like maybe we expand it to like 8 to 10 people.
The hard part is like if it's my team, I want to win, and I picked players that are people that I've seen play. Like I've seen Ralph play. I've played with Brendan.
I played with Ralph. Yeah.
I haven't played with Jesse, but I've seen him play, and I duffed one of his shots because I was drunk. I don't know if he remembers that, but I did it. And then Lalo, I just think would be like the one who'd be he's like, boys, I have these Modelos in my bag.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think like it's just you want to find that well-rounded group that it's not necessarily all about winning. It's more or less like let's get some good streams, let's get a good crew, and then we'll get people to send Venmo over for some Taco Bell down.
We'd be the party crew. Everybody else would be too serious. And then there'd be us in like our rainbow Taco Bell shirts.
So like, and that was like the whole like theme. It's like we want to be serious, like as far as good, but at the same time, like we want it to be like we're not there like head straight, not talking to anybody.
Yeah, I'd love to have a 4 bros team just because. I mean, those two are crazy, and I love John and Trevor to death.
They're all crazy. Yeah.
Did I tell you how they're coming to the shindig?
They have a
John bought an RV.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's fucking
stickers on that bad boy.
I'm gonna try to like sneakily do it.
I think we gotta like get like one big sticker.
One big Save Par sticker.
Just freaking. They show up. We'll like one of us will like do like a surprise attack. Like hey, how's it going? And it's like one of us just flip around the other side and just slap it right on.
With my luck, I'd panic and slap it on the windshield.
I can't see. Yeah, right in the front of the windshield.
Yep. I'd panic and be like, shit. Oh God, that would be a fun team because those I know there's more than 2 of them, and I know they consider us part of the 4 bros.
What about Luke?
So he's been in the chat more recently than you have.
Yeah, I've been way out of the loop.
Which is funny because Luke's put in little messages.
Yeah.
And he's just like, come here, boys. And I'm like, I'm coming, daddy.
He would be a blast too, right?
Luke would be a blast.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good. I think it would just be fun to try it out to see how it would work.
Another team could be Beard and Luke.
Oh, Beard, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we do Beard and Luke. And then you could have the John and Trevor from 4 Bros. and then you could do Juju and oh god, like Wheels.
Yeah, we have a lot of good options.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part would just be like getting the film crew out there to actually record everything. That's where the expensive part comes into it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, no, that was just kind of my thought. I mean, honestly, there really isn't a whole lot going on. I mentioned will the PGA Tour and Live merge? I think they will. I don't know how soon. I also kind of was looking up some of the viewers for the Live Golf tournament that was just held over the weekend.
Mhm.
I didn't watch any of it, but I know they signed a TV deal. And Joaquin Neiman won, which he's a stud.
So I think because I know everybody's clowning on their viewership numbers, like
Mhm.
12,000 or 54,000 or whatever. I didn't know they had a deal.
They just signed it not too long ago.
So I think that's part of it
for sure.
because I mean I can't. I mean, still 54,000. That's 54,000 people that didn't watch the PGA.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know if they're like flipping back and forth. How long it actually is
Yeah, I don't
viewing
know.
it. It's interesting.
It's interesting, but everyone's like clowning on them, and I'm like, at one point nobody's watching golf on TV.
So the reason why I had this typed up was because I was running on the treadmill the other day and I was watching the Golf Channel and it was an old
White man.
no, it was a throwback and now I'm drawing what year it was. It was the Masters tournament.
Oh,
And granted, live players can play the Masters,
yeah,
because it's a major, but it was just like kind of a breath of fresh. It was when Jordan Spieth won it's like when he was just killing it and he won the Masters, and it was like
2015, 16.
yeah, and Phil was amazing. I think he finished tied for second. It's because Bubba
can't remember that year.
I think it was 2016. I think it was 26 because I think Bubba won it 2015 because Bubba put the jacket on Jordan that year.
Yes.
And I was just like, like all these great players is like, this was like my favorite time of golf that I remember because it was like all these players were really good and they were, let's say Jordan Spieth was kind of like the Scotty Scheffler at the time.
So my big issue with the PGA is exactly what I think Liv is doing really well. Because I agree with you. Like, 2015, 16 was like Jordan Spieth was on a fucking tear and a half. Even my mom was like, yeah, he's doing really well. I'm like, I don't even know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, he's crushing it. I wish they did a better job marketing their younger players. Like, I feel like they do a good job marketing Tiger, Phil, like the guys that have been around a long time.
Yep.
But it's like I feel like they're not marketing Will Zalatoris, Colin Morikawa, the next great upcoming players other than like Scotty, but they also have to market Scotty because right now he's the breadwinner, if you will.
I mean, he's playing. It was 2015. That's what I was looking at. So 2015 that he won. And he's won 3 majors. He won 2015 Masters. He won the 2015 US Open, and then
he's almost got the Grand Slam.
He won the British Open in 2017. So and then he almost won the Masters. Obviously, he had a meltdown. But I agree.
So I think that's where Liv does a really good job. And I don't know if they do a good job because it's in a team format and then all you have to do is market the team, which then markets the player.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I wish the PGA would do that for the next upcoming young crop of golfers because Morikawa was super fun. Zalatoris, when he comes back and plays, super fun. There's all these young players.
Well, going back to what you're looking up Ludwig for Ludwig Aberg.
Yeah, he's 25.
Yeah, dude, he's 6'3". The guy's a monster.
He's one of those freak athletes,
players.
But again, like nobody talks about him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's something that the PGA is lacking on, and you can't tell me they don't have the money.
Oh, they got plenty of money.
They do. They just only market like 4 guys.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of them that are just real, real good. I mean, even like some of like the Japanese players.
For sure.
Like unless they win a big event, you never hear about them.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that's kind of where with the PGA Tour, the Live Golf. But yeah, I was like, gosh, these are the good old days of 2015.
I was in high school.
But I'm like, this is like this was not the pinnacle of golf like when I would, but it was kind of like where I was like, I was fully like,
how people always talk about baseball, like the best era was the steroids era, like it brought back baseball.
Yep.
I feel like that those couple years really made golf fun.
Yes.
Because Jordan Spieth was this young gun.
Justin Thomas, Ricky, Rory.
Yeah.
All these up and coming players were all like right in the same pack.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously Rory's older than all of them. But like, you got JT, you got Jordan, you got all these guys, and they're young, like fresh out of college young. So they're in like their 20s and it flew up all the rankings and he's winning everything. And like that to me really revitalized golf.
Yeah.
Or at least made it go, wow, that looks like fun.
Yeah.
But again, like they didn't capitalize on marketing, and I guess that's my big gripe with the PGA is it's still very old person.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I think they're trying to make changes, but yeah, it's still they're still a little behind.
The issue I have is the changes they're making are good changes, but everyone's like, oh, they're just like, they're becoming live. And it's like, well, without live, guys wouldn't have these massive purses anymore.
True. Even with like the female golfers too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, their purses are, I think, they are breaking records, which rightfully so they should be.
And none of that would be happening without live.
Yeah.
Like you can hate Greg Norman all you want, whatever. You can hate Jay Monahan, like I know everybody does. But without live, we wouldn't have this growth in the PGA. They wouldn't be changing all these things. They wouldn't be becoming a little bit more relaxed by letting them wear shorts. They wouldn't have these big crazy purses and everything.
And the Melbourne and all that now.
Yeah,
like, which no way that would have.
Well, dude, did you read any of the comments under like posts about it?
Just like from like warriors.
Yeah, fans were pissed, and I'm at work and I'm looking at it. I'm like, that looks comfy as hell.
I was gonna say, like, I saw like 80% of the comments were really negative, and the other 20% are like really positive.
Yeah,
and now I'm like, but again, it just takes that slow transition. There's always been people that are not gonna like it.
Yeah,
whatever. But that would have never happened.
No,
if the live and all that stuff.
5-6 years ago, that never would have happened.
No. So I do hope that everyone they come to an agreement, and just so we can get all the best golfers in one.
I just want to see them wear shorts. Like not even like for a practice round, but like Sunday, let them wear shorts.
Full swing season 3 debuts on Saturday, February 25th.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
shows how much I cared. Did you ever watch season 2?
I did, but I really like season 1. Season 2, I'm big into those kind of documentaries or like these type of series.
I didn't like how they based it all around the Ryder Cup, because it's like at what point you're like, cool,
yeah,
and then JT's just such a whiny little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon my language, but he was so whiny and arrogant that I'm just like, when is this over?
Playing really terrible golf, but his best buddy is the captain.
Yeah,
so it's like,
yeah, he's like,
still gonna get on.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you don't deserve it. He's like, but my whole career depends on this. I'm like, dude, it's 1 year.
Yeah. So I'll definitely tune in. I think it'd be kind of cool that if like Live Golf did something like that.
What if they're covered in it?
I'm sure. I don't think they'll be covered in it, because I think this is specifically like PGA Tour.
No, I know.
But I mean, I'm sure during some of the majors there'll be some
Live players.
But
I mean, I guess they can't do it like they did season 2 because there was no Ryder Cup last year. I still wish they did it for the next season versus the prior season, because for me,
you already know
it takes some of the drama out of it.
Yeah.
Like it'd be cool to do like a bi-weekly, like in season, kind of like how they do Hard Knocks.
So the one kicker on that, or
Hard Knocks and the PGA would be wild.
That would be kind of cool. So like, for example, the F1, the Formula One Drive to whatever.
I didn't watch it.
That's actually a really good show, but I will say, like, I'm not a diehard F1 Formula One racer or a fan. So like, but I do enjoy the show, and I think they do a really good job of it. So for me, like, going into the show, I couldn't tell you who won. Like, I know some of the racers, just like
the big ones,
but like, I couldn't tell you who won that race. So like, for like the big golf fan, you obviously know who won that tournament. Right? But for like maybe a fair weather fan who's like just getting into it, I think it's really cool. But I agree with you. It's kind of hard to like stay like, if it was like 5 years ago, then it's like, oh, now I remember.
Yeah.
Not like literally just last season.
I think it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, it can be cool to look back on
and watch
and be like, oh, that was cool. I actually got into F1 a long time ago before it was cool to be into F1. And I only liked it because they were racing around cities. And I thought that was super cool how they would race around Monaco versus like an oval.
Sure.
And I thought that was the
Real
coolest.
racers turn both left and right. That's what that was. There's like
Oh,
stickers.
that's not what I was saying.
No, I know.
But like I was doing that like in high school because I'm like, how cool is it to see like the city in Italy get turned into like a fucking racetrack?
For sure.
And now if you mention F1, all these broy bros come out and you're like, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not super into F1, but
It's fun to watch.
I was watching it like years ago and I'm like, this is kind of neat because of like the racetracks.
Drive to Survive. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but I didn't want to butcher it. Formula One Drive to Survive.
It sounds like a horror movie.
But it kind of goes back again.
It's
to
like that one movie with Keanu Reeves in the bus.
Oh, that's an old movie, and I know what you're talking about. Isn't that with
Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
Smoke Show.
She is a smoke show.
She's still a smoke show.
Oh,
Aging like a fine wine. Are you going to Google it?
Yeah.
I have one in.
It was like 1994 or something, 1995.
I wasn't born yet. Type in Keanu Reeves bus.
Yeah. I was impressed that there's like two of them.
Speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
94.
Yeah, I know there's a second one that he wasn't in. Yeah, it's like that with the bus. Oh, look at Sandra.
Yeah. 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's a good movie. I've never seen the whole movie though. So
I have, yeah.
I'm kind of like an avidish gamer.
Uh-huh.
So I played the game Keanu Reeves is in. He plays a terrorist.
Which game is it?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay.
So I played it and I beat it, and then I beat the DLC, and now I don't know what to do with my life.
Is it a newer game?
No, it came out in like 2020 for like the PlayStation 4, but like was not good on the PlayStation 4. And I'm like, I'm not going to upgrade to the PlayStation 4 Pro because it's stupid when the PS5's coming.
Was it just like the graphics were bad, or like just
No, it's like you just needed more out of your PlayStation 4 to like properly run it. Keanu Reeves, the good as voice actor.
He's kind of a stud.
The character looks just like him.
Really?
He plays his character is Johnny Silverhands. He's a rock musician turned terrorist.
Okay.
Which feels like something very Keanu Reeves.
Sure. Interesting.
Do you know he owns his own motorcycle company?
I did not.
I love Keanu Reeves.
Sounds like it.
I like Keanu. Yeah.
He's a good actor though.
He's just very low key.
He doesn't too, like he doesn't like touch any like when it comes to like female photos.
Now
he doesn't do
people
any.
are pointing out that Pedro Pascal doesn't do that either. And everyone's like, does he like not like people?
No, it's more of a
and then it's come out that he has like anxiety. So every once in a while he needs somebody to like touch him. So everyone's like, oh, he's getting real touchy with somebody from the Fantastic Four. And then it comes out, it's like, no, that's how he calms himself down.
Interesting.
And I'm like, interesting how quick people are to just turn and call people creepy.
Did you
unless you're Drake, you're creepy.
Are you were you a big SNL guy? Saturday Night Live?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I know the SNL 50. I've been watching all that.
I watched that the other night.
Did you watch Lady Gaga sing with Andy Samberg?
I did not.
They did
the Andy Samberg. He's saying a couple different skits.
So he did one with he and Lady Gaga sang "Dick in a Box."
They did?
Yeah.
I must have missed that one because I watched most of it.
I didn't watch any of it. I didn't know what was happening. I've been watching all on like TikTok.
Yep. No, I didn't see that one. I saw his where he was it's about anxiety and I forget the dude's name, but it's like all like 90s themed.
Okay.
It was pretty good. Andy Samberg is
hilarious.
Do you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh, I've seen it like 4 times.
Yeah. I like that show. He's so good. But no, so Adam Sandler sang a song.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool to see him back. There were so many good seasons.
I liked they had Bill Murray do
the top 10
the weekend update.
Yep.
And he keeps teasing Colin Jost and it
never ended up
no. And I love he's like it's Black History Month, Michael Che. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. And I'm like, it's SNL.
It's SNL. I was surprised that it's 50 years. I thought it was longer than that.
I was surprised it's been 50 years. I thought it was newer.
Yeah,
because I guess whenever somebody talks about it, I always talk about it from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
those were
like Adam Sandler, David. You know what I mean? Like you got all the big actors who ended up being great. Yeah,
which was amazing. Obviously, got too soon.
And now it's Andy. I'm surprised Kenan Thompson's still there. I think he's like the longest.
He is. His tenure like
best member ever.
Mm-hmm. But okay. Well, that's kind of all that I have.
Yeah, I don't
I feel
have
like we did a
anything.
pretty good job of making this episode last a lot longer than I expected.
I'll talk and talk. I should have done a solo episode just to see how much I ramble on about.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
Should like do like a thing where you just like you master the group chat, just have them like text in topics.
See, but then they just want to come on.
No, but it's like it's like live. Like
Me responding to comments.
Yeah, you send it to them like ahead of time. Like, hey, I'm doing a solo.
See, but like with my luck, with the way everybody treats me in that chat, it'd all be in Spanish.
Like, hold on a second, I gotta ask.
Hold on. Let me translate this quick. Hold on.
Give me a second. But no,
did you see the Duolingo owl died?
Yeah.
Did you see they were hit by a Cybertruck?
Cybertruck. Yeah. I'm on 94 days right now. Sweet.
I'm on 80 something.
Nice.
What day am I on?
Yeah, I think tonight
88. So I'll be on 89 tonight.
Heck yeah.
Unless that little owl yells at me. Did you say everybody died? Like Lily died from no bidet? Do you not follow them on social media?
Yeah, pretty social.
Funny.
Yeah, they did a really good job of.
Yeah.
It's weird though, because like I still have the owl like on my.
Yeah, I know. So do I.
Like it went away and then it came back.
Oh, mine never went away.
Yeah.
My favorite is please respect Dua Lipa's privacy. And I was like, what the hell? That's how the PGA. That's how the PGA needs to market. They need to market like Duolingo. PGA needs to kill everybody.
Duolingo did a great job marketing for sure. That's it for me.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So, whoever's listening, watching, let's try to assemble
the Avengers of Golf.
The Avengers of Golf, yeah, with a cool.
I feel bad for like not include because I know Greg is going to be like, you should have included me. No, Greg, you're not fun like Lalo is.
Greg can be on my team, yeah. But you're on my team.
Yeah.
Greg's always included.
Yeah. I've never played with Greg.
Yeah, Greg, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
Make it out.
Yeah, you have one baby.
You have one baby.
And now you're pussy whipped.
Oh.
Well, he's got a wife. His wife's not letting him go.
Oh.
Yeah, his wife not letting him go to the shindig because of the baby.
When you find you a babysitter.
When like you could just like book your flight.
You can find your babysitter, yeah.
Yeah.
Just get in the car and go.
Just bring the baby with you.
But
I don't want to have a baby at the shindig. Yeah.
Greg, baby. You just need 2 more. You'll force them. You'll be good.
It'd be like a hangover. He's going to lose one of the babies. or we lose Greg and we're stuck with babies.
Yeah, Greg.
That'd be even worse.
Partied way too much the night before and he wound up on the roof on the mattress. And then the whole thing turns into not a shindig. It's actually like a hangover situation where his wife is calling. The baby's gone.
But she wouldn't have anybody's number, so it'd be great.
That is true. It's all Instagram. It's no phone numbers, all Instagram messages.
Yeah, I don't think she would know where to find us. Do you think the wife knows that we exist?
Yeah.
That's a scary thought.
Probably.
She's
probably going to be watching this on Friday.
I don't think so.
Greg's going to show it to her.
I doubt it. But Greg, come to the shindig.
Yeah, come on, man. Got to meet you. All right. Good to see you guys. We talk to you. It feels good to be on here. Not really see you guys, but we're on the video deal here, so Zoom. But it feels good to be back. It's good to see you.
Are you on next week?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm on next week.
Cool.
So peace. See you next week.
PGA, you need to do better.
A little PGA action, do a little better.